I've been playing soccer pretty much since I could walk, but I started playing organized when my dad saw a poster outside a grocery store when I was about 5. They were starting a new team for my age where I live, so he brought me down there, and I mean, I like it, I loved it.
Daniel Bucht, 23, is one of the defendants of the UNCP men's soccer team. He came to the US in 2009 from his native Stockholm in Sweden to get an undergraduate degree in international business. His experience coming from Sweden was difficult at the beginning because the language and culture are completely different, he said. It was also his first time away from his family, so it took him some time to adapt.
I come from the north, I come down here to the south, it just takes some time to adjust, but as you learn and as you start to like it, it becomes a great experience, and it's just great.
Coming from a big city like Stockholm, where, as he said, there is always something to do, it was difficult for Bucht to adapt to a small town like Pembroke.
South in the United States and Sweden, it's completely different things. If you go up north to the northeast, to the bigger cities there, you probably find a lot of similarities between the two. But one thing, Sweden is a very non-religious country. Well, like, you get to face and you get to practice your tolerance of religion and religiousness, which is great.
Bucht says he really enjoys to be a student athlete in the US because it is an opportunity he will not have in Sweden. He also says it is a perfect combination between practicing the sport he loves and getting a professional degree.
I thought that before I came over here I always wanted to become a professional soccer player. But you come to realization that that's pretty far away. So being able to come over here and play sports or play soccer in this environment, which is not professional, but it's very similar. It's a very similar experience, along with getting a degree, pretty much, and you get funded because you do this sports thing which you already love. It's a combination that's very neat, and it's very special.
Bucht is excited about soccer season. It is my last season, so I want to give it all, he said. He also said the team has 2 specific goals: to finish top in the Pittsburgh Conference and to close season at the national tournament, like last year.
Flagler is the only team I've not beaten in my 4 years, and it would be the greatest feeling to actually get to beat them. And I think we have a great chance this year.
Before his sophomore year, Bucht got a sports hernia that did not allow him to play for a year. When he learned he was going to have extra time of eligibility, he decided to graduate in 3 years and use the other 2 years to complete his MBA.
I have an opportunity here to continue to study a field that I really enjoy at the moment, which I think if you at some point in your life enjoy studying, I think it's something you really should do, because you never know when you're going to have that feeling again. But also the fact that I actually had funding for another 2 years made me pretty quickly decide that that's what I wanted to do after I graduated.
Bucht is also working as a graduate assistant for the business department.
I'm very fortunate to have a job as a graduate assistant. First of all, it's a very good opportunity for me to get to know the faculty better and to get a deeper experience into the field that I've chosen to study. As of right now, I am working on preparing GMAT sessions for those who want to prepare for the GMAT, and I'm working on a study along with one of the professors on drug prices online. I will see where that takes us, but that's some of the stuff I'm doing.
During his free time, Bucht enjoys keeping up with the news, reading history magazines, playing FIFA and NHL, cooking Swedish food, and watching How I Met Your Mother, one of his favorite shows. Even though Bucht has not decided yet what he wants to do after he graduates, he plans to stay in the US.
I have a couple of options that I'm thinking about. I do want to stay in the United States. I think it's going to be offering the most opportunities to me. But I have not decided really if I I'm ready to give up soccer. So I may want to keep playing and see if I can get an opportunity somewhere. Who knows? But if not, I wanna enter into my professional world and get a good trainee position with some global company. And my third thing is that in a few years I may want to go back to school and get my PhD.